Hello guys and welcome to F1 2019 Career Mode, and this is part 3 and this is an invitational event in a McLaren, and I've got to basically get as far as possible round Silverstone and beat the target and also beat my teammates. But these cars sound so good. Oh, I love them. Oh, so sleek. But if you guys could also know and leave a good old thumbs up on these episodes. They do take a long time to record, a long time to edit, and a long time just to put out, basically. So I really do appreciate the support. I'm excited for this this race. It's a good race. Spoiler. Spoiler. So we passed it, we beat the target, and we beat Norris. Thumbs up. Happy with that. Unfortunately, the R&D has failed. Well, 50%. The front wing main flap failed, and the central under tray weight reduction failed. So I can try them again for slightly less R&D points, but it's not ideal. I was hoping to spend my new points on the powertrain, because apparently the McLaren has the weakest power unit in the world. Well, in F1. So yeah, I've really got to try and improve that. This is my first ever lap in practice, doing a bit of track acclimatization. And yeah, I quite like the track, I quite like the car still, it really handles nicely. We just need more power. And that's, yeah, that would be ideal. It's really weird playing Bahrain during these sort of hours, like really bright and it's weird, it's off-putting almost. In the race, normally it's pretty much dark, qualifying is pretty much dark. And there's all my like practice points. I got most of the points. I don't want to spend too much time on practice because it's a bit boring, to be honest. I want to go straight to qualifying. I want to go straight to the race. Got a few points though. I'm going to put them straight onto the pistons. Again, the powertrain. 1 week that'll be done. So we're slowly approaching the Alpha. Slowly. One more big upgrade and then we're around the Alpha, pretty much. So that's good. So this is my qualifying lap, my fastest lap. I've now gone on to do short qualifying, so it's about 18 minutes, I believe. And it starts off pretty well, and then, yeah, it just sort of collapses. I don't know what I did wrong, but my lap just crumbles very quickly. And it's quite frustrating, because we don't get the position probably the car deserves, or we deserve, so yeah, I'm a bit disappointed about my lap. See, here, this is where it just goes wrong. I seem to scrub off a little bit too much speed, and it just keeps going down, down, and down. I just can't get the time back up. Very unfortunate. The last sector was horrific, and yeah, I guess I live and learn, and apparently I don't have enough time to do another lap, so that kind of sucks. And no, we don't start 15th. We start 19th, I believe. Oh, so annoying.
With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow.
Yes, Lewis Hamilton in 7th place. That is unusual. Norris is only 18th, and we're quite close, so maybe I did max out the car. I don't know.
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Pierre Gasly and Ricciardo, Hamilton, Perez, Magnussen and Roman Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Weber, Devon Butler and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Russell, Robert Kubica and Lando Norris. Scott and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Now it's time for the race. The second round of career mode. 5 lights and we are go. I decided to be a little bit conservative at the start. Take my time, watch the carnage take place, and then we pounce. Why are the Williams so quick? Man, I was so far back and I thought it would break nice and early, but it seemed to work. We already made up 2 places. Albon, Norris, bye-bye. Now it's time for Russell, who's not playing nice. Not playing nice at all. Whoa! Kubica brakes really early. Not exactly sure why, but I'm going to go round the outside. Got a little bit of space here. Yeah, I hit a sign, by the way. Yeah. Whoopsie. Yeah, that definitely happened. The sparks from the curbs. Oh, man. Next up, the Alphas. Again, they're wrecking so early, but this normally does happen at the start of races. It's just the cue effect. And yeah, you can tell I'm a little bit all over the place. I'll stay nice and close and then pounce. Giovinazzi is not... He's not had a great season, has he? Ooh, bit of wheel spin off that curb. Curbs in this game, for some reason, are evil. They're pure evil. I don't know why, they just... If you touch them and then you accelerate, it ain't gonna end well. Really not gonna end well at all. You just lose. You just scrub off so much speed. It's horrible. Giovinazzi, can we dive out the inside? That was a very, very clean overtake. Next up, Kimi Raikkonen. Look at that. That was smooth as butter. Ooh. That was a good overtake. Next up, Kimi Raikkonen. It's now lap 2. Oh, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Next up, Grosjean. Again, it's not... I swear the guy hasn't had a good season for many seasons. Kimi's not giving up though. Whew. Almost, I thought he was going to do a little dive bomb there, but he did back out. Because the Alphas do have 100% more power than us. Engine's getting a little bit hot. There is literally, I'm surrounded by 4 vehicles, 4 F1 vehicles right now. Raikkonen decided he wants to take that place back. Hülkenberg, Weber there as well, our ex-teammate. I'm going to make sure Raikkonen does not overtake us. Hülkenberg's a little bit slow. Grosjean's going also a bit slow. We got off the track. Can we take the Haas? I swear it's Kimi Raikkonen again. Kimi's following me. Oh, that was, I swear, was that Kimi? What was that about? That was crazy. Oh my gosh. Right, we're watching that back. That was insane. There's so many F1 cars on the same part of the track. 3 into the first corner. I don't really have anywhere to go. I couldn't really attack. Kimi's there, taking full advantage. Smashed the corner him off. And it seems like Hülkenberg is a little bit slow. Grosjean seems a little bit lost. Weber's sort of disappearing. Oh man, it's so tight. There's definitely some clashing of wheels there. That was cool. That was... I don't feel like I've ever experienced anything like that in like an F1 game before. The AI is so good. Weber seems to be very, very off the pace right now. So we're going to do the old dive up the insides. Nice and clean. Very nice. I did add slightly more fuel to the car, by the way. So obviously that does add weight. But I've had a little bit rich fuel basically give me a little bit extra power when I did at the start of the race. Seems to be a yellow flag in sector 1.
Some information on Gasly. It looks like the problem is
Gasly's out of the race. Gasly has retired, which means officially we are in the points, my friends. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to skip forward. Lewis Hamilton is behind us there. He has already pitted. This is lap 7. We're coming in. Luckily, there's no cars around us, so the pit stops should go alright. He says. Should go okay. Looks clean. So gone from the red marked tyres, the softs, to the mediums and the yellow. And they should last us to the end of the race. Unless we get a puncture wing so far has not happened. Is that Vettel? I'm sure it's Vettel because Leclerc is in first place. I know for a fact. So what's happened to Vettel then? Why is Vettel in 9th? So Vettel's definitely pitted, but something's happened in the pit stops, or maybe he lost the wing or something. He seems a little bit off the pace as well. Perhaps his car's not functioning correctly. I don't know. Bit weird. So can we take Vettel and match our first result in Australia, which was 9th place?
Okay, gap ahead is 2.1 seconds.
2.1 seconds. That's not that far. I can catch him up. I feel it in my fingers. I can definitely do it. And also the Force Indias have they've been so quick. And we're slowly closing that gap as well. Especially after we pitted as well. We seem to have the pace. The pace has increased a little bit, which is nice to see. The Force Indias are just so quick on the straights. They're a very quick car in this game. Again, I don't know if that's going to change or not. But we're going to try this. We're going to try it on Vettel. First corner. Vettel has no chance. He must have a broken car, surely. Put it into overtake mode. Bombed up the inside. No chance. Haha! Sweet! Vettel's got DRS though. Will he come back? No, I think he's a little bit too far back. Wow. So we have 9th. We took him from Vettel. What is going on? This is a crazy, crazy Grand Prix. Round 2. Already can't wait for round 3. We have 4 more laps to go. This is now the last lap. I'm trying so desperately to catch up with 2 Force Indias, which is Butler and Perez. I just can't close that gap. Electric energy is almost run out. Fuel is on it's on tenterhooks. Leclerc has won the race. Lewis Hamilton got a fastest lap. He started 7th, and I believe he finishes 3rd. So very impressive from him, despite the terrible qualifying. But yeah, it looks like we are going to finish 9th place. I've tried so hard to catch up the Force Indias, but they are incredibly quick in this game. And basically what happened was that pack at the start was really slow, and the Force Indias just disappeared. So yeah, disappointing, but 9th place. 2 points on the board.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Ferrari have really pulled it out of the bag today. It's a great win. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Let's have a quick look at how the driver's standings have changed. Charles Leclerc assumes the lead in the standings after today's outstanding result. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Scott. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Our championship leaders retain their position, but their lead is shrinking. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
It's time for the interviews.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
I am pretty happy.
You've had experience with Devon's fast, aggressive style. Any advice for the drivers he passed today?
Go faster. I mean, I don't know. Get a better car.
That was a pretty close finish with your old F2 rival. You two are pretty competitive, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, so we was main rivals in F2, and he was in
You were
8th place.
cutting your way through the field during the race.
His car was too quick. I'm trying to give the power unit guys a little bit of a boost, because I really want to get that power unit really quick. So I'm trying to get that morale up.
You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
The car feels good. Again, we just want a little bit more power, a little bit more downforce, and we should be good to fight for the wins.
Great. Well, that's
Potentially.
everything.
I make it sound so easy. It's not. Far from it. Far from it. But I'm excited to see where the car can go. We're now on 4 points in the championship, which is... I would have taken that, to be honest. Our target was to come 14th, and we hit those targets. How did we do against our rival, Lando Norris? So we've got fastest lap, penalty free, finish position, we beat him as well. A couple of more resource points. So I'm definitely going to plow straight into the car. Clean laps, 100% apparently, 100 points. And we got, we done 8 practice goals, practice sessions. We done those, so that's an extra 600 points as well. So we're going to plow these points straight into the car.
That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up.
Right, so R&D tree. We're already doing the powertrain already with the pistons. Let's try and get the main flap working. It's a little bit of a discount because it failed, but it's still annoying to pay 500 points for stuff that I've already paid for. It's kind of infuriating. I want to add a little bit more, I don't know, reliability maybe to the car, to like the electronics, because electronics are so important to the car. If the electronics fail, so many different systems give up. So let's go for electronical system durability. There we go. So I spent all my points. We should get some decent upgrades for the next race, which I believe is China. Also, I can select another
Here
rival.
you can see a list of eligible drivers to declare as your rival. The more challenging they are to beat, the more the paddock will respect you for succeeding. Just be aware, you'll lose the same amount of respect if you come off second best. So it may be wise not to be overly ambitious.
I was tempted by Butler, but these cars are just too quick right now. So I've gone for Weber, which is a bit more of a reasonable option. So we jumped into the next round, and all the R&D got completed. All 4, which is great news. So some real car improvements. Cannot wait for the next race. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on this episode if you guys want to see more F1 2019 career mode. And bye-byes.